Welcome to the October edition of Cornerstone Presents. Hi, I'm Richard Montez, and welcome to Armyansk, Crimea. I just arrived here last week after a busy time in Dallas, Texas, and we're here to do a production of The Judgment Seat here in Crimea. But I want to share with you all that the Lord did last month in the United States. Here's a short report. After a successful production in Croatia, I took a whirlwind tour in Poland to meet pastors. I then arrived in the U.S. for what would be a very short but a very busy 2 weeks. And you know, I just couldn't help myself. I had to stop and grab something at McDonald's. However, I did make up for it by visiting my local gym for a quick workout. I don't usually get to work out while overseas, so this was a blessing. I had a chance to see friends I haven't seen in some time and to catch up with all that's going on in their lives. My birthday was October 2nd, and friends were wonderful to remember and get together to celebrate. The next day there was another part birthday party, part cast party for my cast from Korea. We had a wonderful time of fellowship and of course food. The same weekend was also our Covenant Church's missions conference called World Fest, hosted by missions pastors Ralph and Donna Holland, and international pastors and missionaries from around the world all converged on Dallas to be a part. It was great to see so many pastors from other countries. Seen here are pastors from Croatia, Mexico, Nicaragua, and other countries, and this is just one table. I was also able to meet with friends Mac and Carolyn Leaf from South Africa. Carolyn is an up-and-coming speaker that you'll soon be hearing about. Also, I was able to have a board meeting with the Cornerstone board made up of Tim Lambert, Dr. Paul Grayburn, Brian Adams, Paul and Brenda Platt, and Patrick Michela. All along, I had also been preparing for the reason that I was in town for the World Ventures production at the Garland Event Center in East Dallas. I had a great group of workers, Chris from Texas, Rafi from Zimbabwe, and Oleg from Ukraine. We loaded in our sets and spent the first day organizing. The sets and the scenes are varied in this production, from a day at the beach to a snowy ski resort in the Rocky Mountains. In the middle of the production, dear friends David and Gretel from South Korea flew into town to visit me. It was good to see them, but I almost had no time to spend with them. Sorry, David and Gretel, I'll make it up to you later. We had some final meetings before the show, and then, after prayer, we opened the show. It was a gala affair with around 2,500 people in attendance for 3 days in a row. The crowd was enthusiastic and ready to hear everything that we had prepared. Praise the Lord. One after another, the characters continued to surprise the audience with powerful messages about learning leadership, servanthood, and family. Seen here is the character Alexander the Great. One of the last characters was Batman, and as dark a character as he is, the message was about learning to protect your own family, your home, and your own city. The audience loved the message. After the show, the crew and the one actor, Mark Aceta, posed for the camera. It is a small but professional group of workers. After the 3-day show, I left the next day for Frankfurt, Germany. There's just no time for rest. I was so exhausted after getting no sleep in Dallas that I slept the whole way to Germany. I then transferred and flew on to Kiev, Ukraine, and finally Armyansk, Crimea. Armyansk is a world apart from Dallas, Texas, with many World War II memorials. It's a simple, sleepy little town whose pace is 100 times slower than in Dallas. The Orthodox Church is active here and isn't fond of the Protestant Church, so we're in prayer believing for a beautiful show and a powerful outreach to reach many with the message of Jesus Christ. Well, as you can see, it was a busy and a complicated time in the United States as we presented a view from the edge for World Ventures in Dallas, Texas. But for now, I'm here in Crimea getting ready to do a beautiful production of The Judgment Seat. Keep us in prayer as we prepare this outreach for the people here in Crimea. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of Cornerstone Presents for October. For more information, you can log on to www.cornerstonearts.com. But for now,
I'm learning to be like Jesus, and I'm learning to walk on the water.